as promised, I'm going to bring through a series of tutorials. I'm not going to do it all at once because of the length of the video. So first of all, we're just going to talk about cleansing, clearing space before we start work. I always make sure my space is cleansed, whether that means saging myself or saging the whole place, saging the copper I'm using to clear all the imprinted memory that it's been stored. Okay, so you're going to need a few things. First of all, we're going to need a vise, a foil, some metal brushes to do some cleaning, plastic hammer, and that's to strengthen the tools after they've been heated up to realign the copper. Alright, we've got some small nose pliers here, round nose pliers, preferably with no grip. But my other ones are broken, so I'm using these. That's okay. Something to cut the wire. Now if it's quite a thick wire, we might need to use a hacksaw, or if you've got one of these things. And obviously the most important thing, a cup of tea to keep you going if you're from England or Ireland. Some copper wire here. This is 12 gauge. This is quite easy to work with, but I find it's much stronger by using a 10 gauge. It's really the perfect gauge. Now these gauge wires are going to be different in America to the size gauge you get in England. Okay, so that comes up here as 2.64 mil. And then we're going to need some sage. I've got some copal in here for cleansing, purify the energies, to clear the copper of any imprinted energy. So when I'm talking about clearing the copper of its imprinted energy, copper is just like a crystal. It's got the same tetrahedral structure inside as a quartz crystal, so technically it is a crystal. And you can store information on a crystal. You know, we use crystals in our phones, televisions, or to store information. So, I mean, water's a living crystal. And with Dr. Emoto's experiments that he conducted with water, proves the fact that water's got an intelligence and it holds on to information the same way as copper. Now we can see, if you look on the back of our SIM cards, there's usually a small little copper plate on there. And we use that copper because it stores the information. Copper is heated, twisted or stressed in any way, then that's a time when you can imprint information. So I like to do my intentions as I'm twisting the copper as it's being stressed. That way you can encode information. I also like to play out different frequencies, whether they be self-regio, or if I'm making 144 Hz ring, I'll play 144 Hz frequency. So as well as using your intention to infuse the copper wire with the etheric templates that you want to use, you could also additionally play frequencies. You see I'm playing 144 Hz here because I'm making 144 Hz rings, and also this one's got the 1.618 Hz, which is the golden ratio, and the golden ratio builds the toroidal field, which is the self-organizing intelligence you see in nature. It's just spin, and you can see that how water travels through its natural streams, organizing and purifying. It's the same way with the rings. We're creating a spin to reorganize the intelligence. So after cleansing the space, I'm going to then cleanse the copper, cleanse your own morphinogenic field of any low vibrations, I like to use Kapal because it raises your frequency. And it's good to be cleansed whenever you're making any of this technology, because all of your thoughts and your consciousness is being imprinted within the copper while you're heating it or twisting it. So, very important spiritual hygiene when you're making these tools. So give the copper a good cleanse. Return copper back to its natural, original, organic template. Releasing any imprints and thought forms which are not in alignment with love and light. I will in future be making a video, maybe a 5-minute meditation, just an easy way to get into the heart space and connect the magnetic energies, which is the Earth's core, and the electric energies, which is the sun, the great central sun, merging those two energies into the hearts, and that is the key. That's the key to igniting your sacred flame. So I'd like to take this opportunity to give thanks to all the people on YouTube that I've learnt from over the years. We've got Brothers of Gaia, big shout out to you, and Moon's Magic, and Brian Bresco. He's got some amazing content and information which was very, very helpful. So you might want to go check those guys out as well. So this is part 1 of the tutorial. If you don't want to miss any more bits of the tutorial, just click on the subscribe button and stay tuned. God bless you.